I've got the Bluetooth thing now, so I'm gonna use these.
Yay.
I still haven't found like the best comfortable spot to have them sit, but it works.
Oh, whatever works.
If it works, it works. And it works.
Hey.
Hay is for horses. My stream now. Let's talk about games. Who needs to be accountable with their creativity? Not me. Also, don't mind the mess.
Mine's also a mess.
Mine is such a mess. It's a good thing that whenever you got like 2 people or whatever, it does like this. Like you're just focused on the person so you don't see
Well, I
the
can
chaos.
do this.
No! It's fine. See all the ducks for my not cheap. Ha ha ha.
You're not Jeep.
My not cheap.
It's illegal to have ducks if you don't have a Jeep.
Well, guess what? I'm breaking the law. Breaking the law. I got more, by the way. Target had their summary ones, so now I've got a watermelon duck.
Oh, I should probably go back to Target and see if I can find more for my mom. She likes
because
her
like,
ducks.
yeah, because when we went, they just had the shark one, but we went to another one with my parrots, and they had all the other ones. So it's like, ooh,
Ooh. Well, that's fun.
it was fun.
Yeah. Oh, I'm tired. And I don't know why, because like I slept fine last night, but for some reason I'm tired.
Sleepy.
I think it's just the perpetual like millennial mind state is just to be tired all the time. I think that's just our life.
We just have to deal with so much. I cannot wait for the new general manager to start because then I don't have to worry about half this stuff anymore.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Mhm.
Even though your people are so sad you're not going to be the general manager.
I got more the other day. They're like, "Oh man," because it's like been official, like who's gonna take over. So it's like, "Oh yeah, they picked them, we just don't know when they're starting." It's like, "How about never and you just be our GM?" It's like, "No, that's not how that works."
Do you know
No,
who it
thank
is?
you. I do, yeah.
And you've
He
met this
looks.
person?
I have not, but he's supposed to like swing by and say hi eventually. Don't know when.
Got it.
Yeah, so that'd be fun. It'll be nice. He seems like a good guy. He's the one that our previous boss wanted to get the job, so
Okay.
that's a good sign.
That's good.
Yeah. I would just like him to start now, please.
Well, hey, at least it didn't take that long to like get someone.
And I knew it wouldn't because it's like a big, busy theater that everybody would want to go to anyway. So
Yeah. So I'm glad. I'm glad.
happy, 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 happy. Cheers.
We have 2 lurkers. I don't know if you're one of them technically.
I am technically one of them.
You are technically one of them.
I am.
Why? Oh, I suppose because you see the YouTube comments before I see them on StreamYard, huh?
Yeah. I stream too much with the gaming stuff, so I always have to have like the OG setup. Set up.
Got you.
Speaking of stream, maybe I'll stream on Wednesday.
You're streaming right now.
Oh. Is that a cricket in the background?
Yeah.
That is so
I have
funny.
reptiles that eat crickets.
I know.
And I got
It's
crickets yesterday for everybody, including Erwin, because all of their roaches look like crap.
Ugh.
I know. I was gonna send a joking like text picture to you of like, this is how I like to see my roaches. Not in the bathroom of our hotel.
That was wild.
It was just so funny too, because I was like, ooh, because I'm not afraid of animals, you know? And I was just like, oh, a cockroach. And I was like, I want to get rid of it. I want to set it free. And there was nothing in the bathroom. So I was like, can I have a cup?
I was like, why? Like, oh.
It's the first time I think that's the first time I've ever seen a cockroach in the wild.
That is so funny.
Though I might have seen them in Mexico. I just don't remember. Back when I was in Mexico, when we went my senior year. Because we did stay in a really nasty hotel. Well, it wasn't really nasty. It was a really cool hotel. But our very first place we stayed, like the first resort we stayed at, was there were a lot of people who complained about bugs. Our room was fine. But a lot of people complained about bugs in their hotel room. So I don't remember. The one thing that really irritated me about that hotel, though, was there was a window in the shower. It wasn't like you could just like look into the shower all that easily.
It's like high up, right?
No, it was like eye level, and it was like a normal sized window, but they had slats that you could change it so that you couldn't like look directly in. Like you'd have to either be looking up or looking down, like, you know, like shade kind of things. But they were like wooden slats within the window. But it was their way of trying to ventilate the shower so it would go outside instead of like into the hotel room, right? And so I had done it, and some guy, I don't know who it was, but some guy was trying to mess with my window to try and get the slats open while I was showering one time. They claimed it was the guy doing the tour, but I seriously doubt that. And so I went to he was a family friend, but he was the Spanish teacher, Dick. I went to him and I was like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but I want you to investigate this, because the guys are saying that a lot of the girls are seeing our tour guide, you know, trying to mess with them while they're in the shower. And he's like, I'll look into it. But I mean, I was at least 18 at the time. Not that that means anything, because like, you know, it's still against my consent. But like, at the very least, at least I was, you know, not a minor. But if he was doing that to minors too, but I also think that was one of the guys just trying to be a jerk and vilifying, you know, someone from Mexico. Let's just put it that way. I'm sure it was one of the guys just being an ass.
To no one's
I don't think it was him. So, but yeah, that was a really weird trip.
Yeah.
My Mexico trip. I'm trying to, there we go. That's the direction. I don't know how directions work.
This is obviously left.
You know how I picture, because I can't do it that way because dyslexia.
This is actually right.
Well, I know. Well, I can't do it that way because dyslexia. Both of these look right. Both of them look correct to me. So the way I figure it out, if I have to do it that way to know which way is left and right, I picture a car, because I know in at least the United States that the driver's on the left side of the car. So I picture a car. So I'm like, what's the left side? Well, this is the left side, because I would be on the left side of the car if I was driving. So yeah,
smart.
That's how I do it.
Smart. I know some people who get like the tattoo, so the left has a little L and the right has a little R. Like, that's a good way to do it too.
Yeah. I'm smart sometimes. Only sometimes.
Sometimes I'm the smart one. I said sometimes. I didn't specify how many times. Just some. I am so smart. Smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T. It's my stream again. Let's go. Today we will be playing. Oh, we could try Stardew Valley. Let's do that. Everybody keeps talking about Stardew Valley.
No.
Why are you back? I'm playing Stardew Valley.
No. No, you're not. Not on my channel.
Why not?
I don't know. Because I don't want to.
Oh, would you rather I play something else? We'll play Skyrim. That's popular, right?
Let's play The Sims.
Oh,
I have to turn off the mods though, because the mods are not YouTube friendly.
No, they are not. They are far from.
But I am really proud of the build that I made today, so I need to take out all the custom content that I put in it and upload to the gallery.
Ooh,
because I really like the build that I did.
Nice.
Yeah, I made a faux detached garage, and then the yard is between the faux garage and the house. It looks really cool. I like it.
Ooh,
I'm really proud of it.
Nice.
I worked really hard on it. And I thought at first it was going to be really difficult because like I did the complete outside first because I based it off of two other lots that you can see, not that are playable, but like background stuff in the neighborhood of The Sims. And so all I had to go off of was the outside design. So I took the garage from one of them and the house from another and did what I did. And then I went to go to the actual layout of the house and went, they really weren't thinking about house layouts when they designed those, were they?
No, of course not.
So I struggled immensely with the layout, but I got there in the end.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
That song popped into my head too. I just still have my mouse on the remove button, so then anytime you irritate me, I can just be like,
all right, guys, let's go. Aw.
Or maybe I'll just remove you.
That's not as funny.
I have the power.
I've got the power. Don't worry, y'all. If Britt kicks me out, you guys could just go over to twitch.tv/blockade.
Oh, I should probably tweet, shouldn't I?
Who tweets now? Are you a bird?
Yeah. A little bird.
Tweet. Are you a bird?
Oh.
Yeah. Someone forgot to mute the tab.
I did forget to mute the tab. You are absolutely correct.
That's like the second thing I do when I click on the thing before it's like loaded us. Like, mute this tab. Because I'm professional.
Since you always give me a crap time about it. I'm doing that now.
I like how I load up Twitter and it's the official Bluey account saying, "Hey, surprise, new episode." The new episode is cute. It did not make me cry as badly as the other one did.
There you go.
Double the fun, spearmint gum.
I want to take a nap.
Welcome to the nap stream, everybody. We'll play some lo-fi tunes, turn off the lights, and snooze.
Hey, that would be the perfect live stream account. Be like, hey, Welcome, everyone. You think this is ASMR because I'm whispering, but really, we're going to take a nap.
It's nap time.
Everyone get comfortable. And I'm going to do some relaxation techniques. I actually did my freshman year of college. I think I was still in Bemidji. Yeah, I think. I took a techniques of relaxation class. You got extra credit if you fell asleep. It was the one time in my life I'm like, why can't I nap?
Oh, the autofocus has failed me. Ha ha! You're gone.
Okay, good, Scrub.
My zoomy innie outie does not work, but you know what it is working on? This is gonna look so awful, I guarantee you. Van Gogh!
That is not Van Gogh.
Van Gogh!
That is Godzilla.
It's Gojira! Hello? Are you stuck? Okay, there we go. I'm having technical
Where
problems.
is Zilla when we need him?
Right? Like, I did this half for him, and I feel betrayed now. So you know what? Fooey on him. We're removing Gojira. It is just the Van Gogh show now.
Just Van Gogh.
Just Van Gogh. There we go.
Why do you keep saying Van Gogh? Van Gogh.
Van Gogh!
I was going to start packing today, and I still might after this live stream is over.
Yeah.
But I decided to play The Sims instead.
Fair.
I figured that was a much more appropriate way to spend my morning and early afternoon.
100%. I almost played Minecraft, and then I was doing other stuff. I went out and did shopping because I was out of Dr. Pepper. And then the store that I went to did not have any. It was all diet or sugar-free. So I just bought like the one that you get in the fridge. I'm like, I'll do with it on Wednesday. And I will need it next. Because we're going out and about for Mom's birthday tomorrow. So
yay. Why tomorrow?
Because Dad was already off. Mom requests off the Monday. Because she works at a grocery store, so it's busy on Sunday. So she does like alternating. So she can have a day off with Dad. So she was going to be off. He was going to be off. And it's like, oh, well, Monday's not as busy as Tuesday for me. So I should be able to get it off. And I did. And then my brother was like, I'll do it too.
You're the boss person right now. Like you can take any day off you want.
Not technically. Because there are things that need to be done. But I asked my current supervisor, because I'm the boss. I was like, hey, can I have this day off? Am I asking you for this? Because technically I'm GMing, and technically you would be the GM's boss. And he's like, yeah, sure, go for it. I'm like, cool. So.
Well, there you go. All right. Should we actually just get started with the introductions?
But it hasn't been 20 minutes yet.
I know. We got to wait 2 more minutes.
Although, did we do that last time and we went over?
We did by like 20 minutes. I think that's an exaggeration, but it was pretty close.
It's fair enough. I guess we could introduce ourselves.
I mean, or we could kill another minute and a half. Red rum. Red rum.
I don't have... Oh, no, I do have. Let's see. This may or may not work. Okay. Autofocus activate. Van Gogh. Oh, no. Van Gogh. Look out. Do, 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 do. Oh, no, Van Gogh. No!
What just happened? I don't even want to know, actually.
I don't know. I don't know where Van Gogh went. Oh, wait, no, here he is. Found him.
This is Tender Hearts. This is now Tender Hearts stream.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just I don't have a Care Bear. I have a Thai Beanie Buddy.
What's funny is Tender Hearts was not even my favorite Care Bear when I was a kid. It's all because of this silly inside joke I have with my friends. And I'm probably the only one that remembers it at this point now, 20 years later.
I don't know. You'd be surprised what people remember.
It would be fun to get that group of friends together and be like, do you remember the tender heart joke?
They all just stare at you all confuzzled.
All right. It has officially been 20 minutes. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. I'm Britt. This is my channel. If you've not been here before, hi.
Oh no, this is my channel.
I write contemporary romance. I released my debut novel in November. It is currently out of reach, so I'm not going to grab it, but it's called Deepwater. So it's available anywhere books are sold. You can see it also in the description.
I don't know where my copy went.
You can also see it. You can also get a link to it in the description down below if you're at all curious about it. But it is a contemporary romance. And I'm currently trying to write my second book. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yeah, so that's pretty much me. I'm also going to write under another name that I've not publicly announced yet, to write YA novels. That way it's there's a really good like separation between my adult books and the books. There's my book.
Does it work as well?
But there's a clear distinction between my adult books and what's meant for children, because obviously, like, you know, I want there to be a clear distinction between what is safe for children to read and what's not safe for children to read, because even though I was 13 reading romance books, that does not mean I should have been, and nor would I promote that. So yeah, and that's what's been in my head, and we'll talk about it, but that's what's been in my head a lot lately is my this young adult novel that's been in my head for literally 20 years of my life, and I need to finally like write it because it won't get out of my head until I do, I'm sure. So yeah, so that's me. I have a dog who might get real cranky that he's forced to take a nap during this stream, and a cat who is sleeping on my weighted blanket behind me, and 4 leopard geckos and a bearded dragon. That's me. I live in a zoo.
Yes, you do. It balances out.
And all I can think is, because there's a puppy currently, a husky puppy that I really, really want right now. And all I can think is, would it be the worst thing in the world if I went to go get that husky right now? And the answer to that is yes, because there's a lot you have to do in order to have a husky, because they dig. So you have to like dig your fence way down. You have to get a taller fence. You have to get like a 6-foot fence, but you also have to dig down like a foot and have like wire under there. It's ridiculous what you have to do to have a husky.
Makes sense.
We had one when I grew up. He was the neighborhood dog because we were very bad at having a husky. Oh, no. And so he'd get out and just run around the neighborhood, and the neighbors would all feed him, and he'd come home and be like, I had a great day, y'all.
I had a great day. I'm home now.
I had such a good day. It was so fun. I just went around, got food from everybody in the neighborhood. I lived in a very small town at the time, FYI. Look it up. It's called Breezy Point, Minnesota. It's a teeny tiny, itty bitty baby town, which is why I laugh at people when they're like, this is such a small town. It's like 30,000 people. I'm like, you don't know what small town is. I graduated in a class of 96 people. I went to the same school building from the time I was in kindergarten all the way through 12th grade.
That's a small town. The other is a small city.
My one school encompassed 8 different towns instead of one town having 8 different districts. Thanks.
Oh my God.
And I still graduated in a class of 96 people. I came from a small town.
He's small.
All right. And who is my lovely friend over here?
It is I, Captain Vegetable. There is no friend. There is only Brit. Hi, I'm Kay. Nice to meet everybody who may or may not be here or may not be watching. We never know.
There's you and one other person. That's it. Let's go.
Hello, myself. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm doing okay. Oh, that's great.
Why are we more unhinged than normal at this point?
Because we have been in the same room before.
That's true. We hung out. We the difference between last stream and this stream is we've actually been in person together now. You want to see? Go look at the last 2 videos posted on my channel.
What's funny is on this live stream, if I scroll down a smidge on the recommended, it has your Texas adventure.
Cute.
It's great. It's like I started watching it, but then the internet was misbehaving, so I stopped watching it.
Dare you?
When was the last time you watched a gaming video of mine?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Anyway, more to the point. Hi, I'm Kay, and I write space opera fantasy horror. I forgot what I was calling it. I had a silly, stupid name for it. Oh, sci-fan spook. That's what it was. But yeah. I was in a lack of sleep mood when I created that. Yeah, I have nothing published, unlike Brit, so you can't buy any of my stuff, and you can't read any of my stuff. Unless you go, like, deep, deep, deep through my Twitter account, then you might find the random, weird choose your adventure poll thing that I did for a bit. That was fun. I should do that again. It required a lot of effort, though. A lot of effort. Yeah, that's me.
Kay doesn't have a dog or a cat or 4 leopard geckos or a bearded dragon.
I have 0 pets.
But for a couple of days, they did have a pet cockroach.
I'm sure there's one in the wall somewhere. There may or may not be a rodent in the house still. So
if you want to know more about, there may or may not be a squirrel in my house.
Again?
No, the same one. Sometimes I hear little weird scurry things like in my ceiling, and I'm like, the cat is laying down with me. What is that? But no, if you want to know more about the pet cockroach, you can watch my Texas adventure vlog. If you want to know why I went to Texas, why on earth I would go to Texas aside from seeing Kay,
no, it wasn't for me.
You can see the total eclipse video that I posted. Oh, look at me, self-promotion.
In the duration of our time together, I did no videos with us together, so it's all on Brit's channel.
Yeah. Literally, you did no videos of us.
I thought about it, but I was like, I don't know what I want on the channel, so I'll just, I'll just save your videos. It's fine.
The only one that we had planned, aside from the fact that I was vlogging the whole time, the only one that I know that we planned out like profusely was the Whataburger one, which we're both like, we need to do this Whataburger thing. And then because you have in and out as well as in and out, that came in my head. And then when we went to that mall in Grapevine, and it had a lot of similar things to the Mall of America, and I was like, hey, let's plan this one out. This sounds fun.
Part of me wishes I liked the gallery in Dallas. Otherwise, it would have probably been a slightly better comparison.
Slightly better. We looked up the square footage, and the Mall of America still has that one beat by like a lot.
I mean, it's called the Mall of America, so it has to be the biggest mall in America.
It's true.
Otherwise, there's just something wrong right there.
Right? And it only got bigger because they put on that north side. I don't usually go to the north side, which is why when I was like, oh, there is a conveyor belt sushi place at the Mall of America. It's because I've never seen it. That's the reason I didn't realize it was the same one that we had gone to. Because I had never seen it, because I don't go to the north. Like, I walk by the north side, but I don't go into the new edition much unless I have to. Like, I had to That's where the Museum of Illusion is. So Custer and I went into that part of the mall, but I didn't see the sushi place. And
Oh.
if I did, I just saw like a quick glimpse of it because I think it's on a different floor.
Yeah.
But
That makes
yeah,
sense.
I hope they have the robot.
If they don't, you're gonna be sorely
I'm gonna be
disappointed.
so mad.
You're
They
gonna
don't
go in
have
there,
my I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna call them ahead of time and be like, "Do you have the robot?
and they'll be
I
like,
was in Texas and you at your Euless location, and I just need to know, do you have the robot?"
"Is there a robot? Please."
Again, if you want to know more about the robot, go view my Texas adventure. Self-promotion. That's how it's done.
There's gonna be so much self-promotion.
Oh, you want to know this inside joke that Kay and I have? Go watch my Texas adventure. It's not in there, but you can watch it anyway.
You should watch it. It's there. Do you have time to kill? Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like, is that Godzilla staring at me in the background behind your gay cow?
That's Gojira. That's Gojira. And that's Gojira. That's
Great.
Doctor
Why?
Strange.
Why is Godzilla staring at me? It's kind of making me a little uncomfortable.
If my stupid zoom in would work, I would have zoomed in. It doesn't. So now I'm just gonna. You mean this guy?
Yeah.
Him?
Yeah. He's kind of cute. I kind of want him as a pet.
Isn't he cute? He's adorable.
He's cute. I want to put him in I want to put him in one of my tanks. Keep him as a pet.
He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy.
What do you think the airline would have said had I like captured our cockroach and like put him in my luggage?
They would be like, no. This is a pest, not an animal.
Again, if you want to know about the cockroach, please go watch my Texas Adventure vlog. Kay and I had a pet cockroach for a few days.
What chilled in the bathroom?
I think it was Monday morning, wasn't it? Because I was taking.
I think
I was taking a shower.
Yeah.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, because I left Wednesday morning. So
he was vibing with us.
He's just
I named him CR. His very original name.
He just hung out.
He just chilled.
He was
in the glass cup.
I think he was so mad.
He was like, "Excuse you, let me out. Hey, let me out." Hello.
Yeah. Our little cockroach friend. I miss him. I
like
wonder what happened to him. Like, I genuinely wonder, like, what happened. Like, I'm sure somebody killed him, but like, I wonder what happened to him. Like, did the people who clean our hotel room see that and remove the cup, or did they miss it? And then the people who stayed in that room after us find it?
I envision one of two scenarios. One, the room cleaners came in, they're doing this stuff, they go in the bathroom, they're doing their stuff, they look down, they see a glass, they're like, "Oh, what's this?" They pick up the glass and he scurries out. And they're like, "Oh."
I hope that if somebody did pick up the glass, that he just like ran and made his way back into the walls. Like, that's my hope and desire for him. I hope he lives a long, happy life and has lots and lots of babies to infest that hotel with. No, we will not be staying in that hotel ever again.
Yeah, because CR got it.
It was actually a very nice hotel.
It was a nice
hotel. It was a very nice hotel, actually. I actually really enjoyed that hotel. Nice staff, very nice staff. Very accommodating, except for the waitress at the cafe downstairs. That was the only person that just was not great.
I feel like she was just over it. She's like, "I'm here. That's it."
Yeah. No, it was a nice hotel. Like, I don't want to crap on it too much because I did like that hotel. Anyway, Koosh. When is Koosh gonna have like its genuine comeback?
I don't think they will.
A lot of other 90s things had their comebacks. Like, I want the Koosh kids back. Do you remember the Koosh kids? I want the Koosh Kids back.
Oh wait, was it like they had like miniature versions and then they had like little heads, arms, bodies?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like the
Yeah.
Koosh was their body, and then they had little heads and arms and legs. I count. Yeah, the Koosh Kids. I think that's what they were called. I don't know. I liked them. I had the whole set. I didn't like their names though,
Really?
so I gave them all different names. Yes, I grew up with money.
Oh, I forget.
I don't have it anymore.
I wish I had it with me. I've got. Do you remember those like little guys, and then you like wobble their heads and they go wow 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 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I have one of those still. He's like a little rock star.
Though I am very angry, there are certain 90s things that my parents did not love me enough to get.
Like what?
Like the Nickelodeon phone. Or like that the brush that makes like where it's like it's hard to explain. You roll it and you can make a rainbow. Oh my god. Let me find it.
You need to find it now because now I'm curious. I don't remember this.
Yeah.
Although me in the 90s, it was Pirates and Hot Wheels. I didn't get into Barbies until I was like a teenager. It's kind of weird.
This.
Show us.
I'm gonna
Show.
Give me a minute.
Show it now. Show it
Give
now.
me a minute.
Show it now.
Give me a minute.
No.
That.
Oh, rainbow art.
Yeah,
Okay,
see?
yeah.
This, and it could make like this, but it was actually really crappy and it wasn't like this at all. But like
course
I
not.
don't care. I still wanted it. I still wanted it and my parents didn't love me enough to get it for me. Have you ever seen the Nickelodeon phone?
No. I didn't have cable, remember? I didn't know what Nickelodeon was.
Oh my god.
The life. We were PBS.
That's the Nickelodeon phone. And I wanted
That's
one.
cool.
I wanted one so bad.
That's cool.
There's one available on eBay. I wonder how much it's worth. Like, I wonder how much I can buy it for.
That's all you got to do. That's what I'm doing now. My parents
$80. I'm not going to buy a phone for $80.
I spent $300 on a Lego set. You can spend $80 on a cool phone. I have adult money now.
Does it work?
I don't know.
Good condition, very minimal wear on the bottom, has been tested and works.
Buy it, buy it, buy it,
can't
buy
right
it.
now. But the one thing I will say is that there's a few of them available. So like maybe
Ooh, you could do research. Bookmark, bookmark, bookmark.
Maybe.
I am.
Yeah, there were things I wanted when I was a kid. I did have a clear phone though.
I'm jealous. Those things were so cool.
I did have a clear phone.
Those were so cool. I miss that. I miss that aesthetic of the 90s, early 2000s where they had like the technology, but it was like clear case and stuff. I miss that.
Me too. It was so funny. My nephew was like, because I have the N64 and one of my controllers, my favorite controller is clear, obviously.
Ooh, of course.
And he was like, and so I was setting him up with the N64 and he looked at it, he's like, Auntie. I go, what? He goes, was everything clear in the 90s? And I was like, not everything, but we thought it was pretty darn cool to have stuff clear.
It was cool because you could see all the technology and bits and bobs inside it. I loved it.
I mean, I do not have a landline, nor do I ever see myself getting a landline ever again. But I do want the Nickelodeon phone, probably.
I mean, go for it. It's cheaper than all of my Lego sets.
And that sounds like a personal problem, but
it is a personal problem. But you know what? At least I don't buy every set in existence. I just buy the ones that I think are cool, which is like half of them.
Well, there you go. But yeah, so there were a lot of things my parents didn't love me enough to get. But I don't know if I should get the Nickelodeon phone right now, and we should wait to see if like, Nickelodeon can redeem itself a little bit.
Well, see, you just get it and then you put something over the logo so nobody knows. They just assume it's a really cool, like, grape phone. It's great.
Oof. Oof. The childhood of the millennial generation who had cable.
I feel so sorry
It's
for you.
it's real rough right now. Still real
I feel
rough.
so sorry. Over here at PBS Land, we're doing pretty good.
Oh, just you wait. Something's gonna put PBS down too. What is going on? Why does this feel so weird to me? I don't know. It's just
I'm
like,
waiting. I'm waiting for the inevitable. Oh, hey, by the way, this person that you guys adore, not so great. I'm waiting for it. It hasn't happened yet, so knock on wood.
anyway, okay, so let's see. Have you accomplished anything since our last stream, Kay?
In a very weird way, but no, not technically, no. I did write down the idea that I had that will take place in the galaxy of the thing that I'm writing, but no.
I wrote while I was in Texas one morning while you were still asleep. I wrote a fan fiction.
Hey, that's better than my little summarization, nothing.
And I planned out more for like the overall arcing storyline for the full trilogy of my sci-fi young adult. Like I was saying,
Ooh.
that storyline that's been in my head for like the last 20 years of my life.
Yeah, I'm in a weird spot with volume 1 right now because I'm questioning how the whole scenario is happening, so I may just have to like rewrite like that whole chapter 1.
Yeah, that's why I'm approaching the Sequel Chronicles with like the sci-fi specifically, not as a discovery writer, because I feel like I really have to plan that one out, because like I have to do a lot of world building, because there's this whole planet that our like the main villain and Sequel both come from, and somebody else in the book comes from that planet. They discover that later. And like I have to like create that world, and I have to like create a history for all these characters and how they intertwine with each other and all this stuff. And I'm like, I just can't approach that with like discovery writing. Like it's one thing when it's a contemporary romance where you're like, you get from point A to point B. Point A is meet cute. Point B is the end. They're in love. They're together forever.
There is a specific formula you go through.
Right, exactly. Boy meets girl, boy gets girl, boy does something stupid and loses girl, or boy or girl or person, whoever you're writing about. Not to speak in heteronormative stuff. It's just the book I'm writing is heterosexual, that's all. And my first book has 2 men and a guy and a girl, because there's 2 love stories. Buy it. See the description below.
Buy the book. Buy the book. Don't miss out. Don't delay. Act now. Supplies are running out.
I don't know what you're doing right now, or why
I'm
you're
singing
doing
a song. I have like a never-ending playlist in my head.
I know.
You got to experience it firsthand. That was funny. That was so funny. That is me every day, 24/7. So much fun.
Oh my god. It just made me like it was I don't even know how to explain it. Like I was like, every once in a while I would just hear you humming or singing a song, and I'm like, okay, I can get along with that. That's fine. And then it would just randomly switch. Like you don't even finish it. You just all of a sudden, like there's some line or note or something that reminds you of a completely different song. And then all of a sudden you're humming or singing a completely different song. And I'm just like, what is happening in that person's head right now? I don't understand.
It's like, the like cartoons that have like a circus and then it shows like the overarching, like all the stuff. Now imagine that, but there's like 5 bands playing and everybody's on stage at once doing all their stuff, and then in the background you just see somebody reading a book. That's what's in my head.
Your ADHD shows up so differently than mine.
It's
Not
kind of
gonna
funny.
lie.
It's funny.
What's funny is like I also have a never-ending playlist in my head as well because I've got constantly songs stuck in my head and whatnot. But yeah, no, mine is I hyper fixate on one of them until I can finish the whole thing and then it finally goes away. I don't just, I don't have my brain on shuffle yet. That does not happen for me. My brain is not on shuffle.
That's
My brain
good.
is on repeat.
I'll
So
get that way, like with a new song, like with the Chappelle Roan that I listened to the other day. There's one song I just want to have it on loop. I just want to loop, 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 loop. And then the Britt Smith version of Karma, I had that on loop for like 2 days. So,
like I said, it's a good song. It's just I'm not a fan of the person who originally sang it.
it's funny.
It's a fine song. Anyway, so yeah, so nothing with I've literally not touched really. I think Word automatically opened up where the vinyl ends once on my laptop.
It's like, hello, you remember this guy?
Actually, probably was the desktop because last time I worked on it was on my desktop, so it was probably my desktop last time I booted up my desktop here. But yeah, I don't know. I've lost a lot of like passion for that project.
I feel that.
I mean, I still like it and I'm still enjoying it. Like I still like the concept, but I feel like I want to shelve that project for now, which makes me sad.
I mean, you still have it. It's not like you're throwing it in the recycle bin.
No, and I'll keep it and it'll come out eventually, but I don't know, like I lost some passion for that project. And maybe it's just a matter of getting my rear in gear and like working on it again. But like my brain is so fixated right now on my sci-fi series. I really just want to like get that on paper. And I think if I get that on paper, I can start focusing on other things because my brain is just so stuck on that story because, hyperfixation.
Yep.
And I just, unfortunately, am not hyperfixated on the project I'm trying to finish. I'm hyperfixated on another project that has been in and out of my head for literally 20 years at this point. Because I can't remember when I first started thinking about it, but certainly by 2004, I started, kind of creating the story. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm at right now with that. But yeah, so I don't know what to do. So I don't know like what you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Do I just go ahead and shelve that project for the moment and start working on my sci-fi? Or do I maybe look at some of my other ideas for contemporary romance and find something that I'm a little bit more passionate about right now? I don't know. I don't know what to do.
You should just binge write down the fantasy sci-fi thing, get it out of your head.
Yeah, I'm
That would
thinking
probably
that
be the best.
the problem with that though is like sci-fi. I mean the book that I've already started writing for it, like the first draft, which I have to go back and alter a bunch of things because it kind of shifted. A very crucial piece shifted about midway through. And so now I have to go back and add stuff to the beginning half to work that in a little bit better. And I already know this book is in this side. The first book alone in this trilogy is going to be at least 100,000 words. I mean, that's normal for sci-fi, and I get that, but like that's gonna be 300,000 words before I work on something else. That's insane.
Just embrace your inner Brandon Sanderson and you'll be fine. I
Problem is,
I
Brandon Sanderson does that for a living. I have a full-time 40 to 50 hour a week job.
know, yeah.
Like that's the rub. If I could do this full time, I don't think I would have a problem.
Mhm.
You know, because if I could do this full time, you
I
know,
think that, and then I get, like, weeks off of work and stuff, and I'm just like, "I don't wanna do that. I wanna do this other thing." So
well,
yeah.
because the point of a vacation is to vacate work, and writing just adds more to that. And because I've done that before, where like there was a week I took off where I was like, I'm gonna act like I would have if I were a full-time creative, and I
Mhm.
put out a ton of YouTube content, or I filmed and edited a bunch of YouTube content that got me really ahead when I was still doing weekly videos. But like I went back to work and went, I hate everything right now.
Yep, because you didn't get
Because I
vacation.
didn't relax. So I don't know. I feel like maybe I should take next time I take a week off and I'm not going anywhere, I'm just taking a week off. I can spend the first half of the week relaxing and then the second half of the week, doing the full-time creative thing. I don't know. It's so hard. I just
Do
need
like
a
an in between so that you've got
yeah.
relaxing stuff,
Okay.
relaxing.
Fair. Could do it that way. I mean, to be fair, what I could then do is take because I'm Monday through Friday, so I could take, the weekend to relax and then do full-time creative and then weekend to relax. And then it's like I didn't take a vacation,
Yep.
you know?
Mhm.
So I don't know. Just a vacation from my normal job.
Vacation's all I
Which
ever wanted.
you would think that which you would think, don't get my YouTube copyright strike here.
Don't worry, I don't sing well enough to do that.
um I don't know. It's so hard because that's the thing is like if I could do this full time, if I had the savings like I did, like I built up my savings when I went into real estate, if I could build up my savings and quit my job again and really put that effort in, that would be great. But then there's no guarantee that I'm going to make any money. At least in real estate, there was at least a chance I could make money because I had friends that were
Yeah.
looking to buy and sell houses, which is how I made money in real estate. The only way I made money in real estate. I had one transaction in real estate that wasn't somebody that I knew. That was it. Because I'm just not that kind of salesperson. And that's great if people are that kind of salespeople. I am not.
Mhm.
I am not that kind of salesperson.
Takes a special kind of salesperson to sell houses.
Yeah. Yeah. And I thought in my many years of retail management and retail experience, I thought I can sell anything. And turns out,
Nope.
nope.
It's fine. You didn't like it anyway.
I liked it fine. I just, yeah, it just wasn't, it wasn't my thing, anymore. Just wasn't my
Yeah.
thing. So I don't know. I wish I could do this full time. Like I wish I really could.
Right, like, it would be so much fun,
Yeah.
and,
I
like,
just
you
need
would
to,
be
f-
the boss.
I just need to find someone that'll marry me that makes enough money for both of us that I don't need to work anymore. And then he'd be like, quit your job and be a full time creative. And I'd be like, you are the most supportive partner I could ever ask for.
Marry me again.
Because I'll tell you, my last boyfriend was somebody who would not have been. It's so funny. My first one, the one that cheated on me, he was like super supportive of me becoming like an actor and a director. Like he was like, yeah, let's make that happen. I'm gonna make enough money that we can make that happen for you. And he was willing to like move to where I wanted to live so that I could do that. And then he cheated and then we broke up. He was so perfect on paper, that man. He was so perfect on paper.
So annoying.
Perfect on paper.
Frustration.
And then my second boyfriend, he was like, I don't know about that. Like, I mean, to be fair, he was also a creative. And he also was like
Mm.
somebody who couldn't put it, like couldn't make that a full-time thing for himself. And I was like, he's like, yeah, but I'm like, fine.
Spoil sport.
I'm glad things didn't work out with him. It didn't last long either.
No.
But I need somebody who's supportive that doesn't cheat. That's what I need.
I believe in you.
I need that perfect on paper and in real and in practice.
We need perfection.
Cheaters need not apply.
Cheaters go elsewhere. Not accepting cheater applications.
Nope. No cheater applications today. Thanks. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Are you feeling about like
I think this is going to be on pause until the new GM starts and gets comfortable because all
That's
of my
fair.
focus and energy is on making sure the building doesn't. And of
Fall
course,
apart.
stuff is happening. Like the building is fine. We're keeping it clean. Everything will be great. But there's so much stuff happening. Like I
Yeah.
could talk to you about it, like not on here.
Yeah, not
But,
in the public sphere. Yeah.
there's more stuff going on. So it's just it's writing will be postponed until things are settled down.
And that's absolutely fair. That is
Mhm.
absolutely fair.
Don't have energy.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, I understand you not having energy because like even the few days that we spent together and the amount of times that somebody from work called or texted you, even though you were supposed to be on vacation,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
I mean, that you can't relax
No,
in
I
that kind
can't.
of atmosphere.
Like, even right now, I'm like, "Are they doing okay?" They're probably doing okay. Next Sunday is gonna be so busy. Instead of working the Saturday that I usually work, I'm going to be working Sunday. We're
Mm.
having, like, an event at the theater, and it is selling out auditoriums. So I'm
Oh
like,
boy.
"Oh, have mercy."
What's the event?
I'll talk to you about it off camera because it
Okay.
might pinpoint the location. So
That's fair. Yeah, we don't want to do that.
yeah, no, you guys don't get to find out.
I would say that's why I don't even talk about. I mean, I guess there are probably other companies within this area that do the same work I do, but
Mhm.
that's one of the reasons I don't even talk about what I do. I work in an office. I mean, I work from home, but I work at an office location sometimes, and I
Yeah,
don't need people knowing or possibly pinpointing which
yeah,
building I am
because
in.
some internet people don't be good. They be
No.
or you think they're good, and then they find out your address and show up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yeah,
It's
so
rough.
I have been doing the daydreaming while I'm just chilling sort of thing. So
Yeah, and that's the thing is like one thing that has always been inspiring for me is like music, and I'm sure the same for you
mhm.
because you love music more than I do even. But like or like TV shows, like scenes,
Mhm.
like there are things where I'm like in what I but the problem is that what I'm watching right now, the things that I'm watching right now are gearing me more towards wanting to do the sci-fi because there are times where I'm like, I want this relationship to feel like this relationship in this TV show or this
Yeah.
movie. I want this relationship to feel like this, and I want to have this energy at this point in this book. And it's just it's killing me deep down inside.
Yeah, I feel that because right now I'm not like watching or reading anything. Well, no, I tell a lie. I do have that one book that I need to start over because I fell asleep while the narrator was narrating. But I've been watching like sitcoms like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it's like I'm not watching or reading anything currently that would motivate this guy right here. So
Yeah, and to be fair, I rewatched Red Dwarf, which is a sci-fi sitcom, but still sci-fi.
yeah.
And then now I'm switched to the British Empire, which isn't going to inspire anything except for just my adoration for Chris Berry. That is all it's really going to do. I freaking hate
Sometimes
his
that's all
character.
you need. That's
God,
all you need sometimes.
I hate his character in that show. If Chris Berry ever comes across this live stream and watches to this point, an hour in, hi. But also, I hate Gordon Brittis with every fiber of my being. I hate that man.
So mission accomplished, right? Because you're not supposed to like that character, right?
No, he's supposed to be annoying. He's supposed to be
Oh,
just
well,
frustrating.
good
That is
job
the
on that, then.
whole point. Yes,
Funny.
applause on your performance. He also puts on a slightly different accent, which throws me. Like a
That's kind of funny.
slight, yeah, because I mean, he doesn't put on an accent for Rimmer and Red Dwarf, but he puts on a slightly different accent in the British Empire. And I'm just like, this throws me off because I hear Rimmer, but I hear Rimmer with a very weird accent.
That's funny.
My mom walked in when I was watching it and she's like, why does that sound familiar but doesn't look familiar? And I was like, because it's Chris Berry. And she's like, oh, that makes sense.
Ah, the logic.
I'm like, yeah. And she's like, he doesn't sound quite the same. I'm like, no, because he's putting on an accent. And she's like, he put on a different English accent. I was like, yes, he did. You do realize they have like 100 different accents just in the city of London, right? That's an exaggeration, but
Oh, you know, it's close enough.
anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I just need to get my rearing gear. I actually have it like blocked on my schedule, on my personal schedule every day to sit down and write for an hour.
Ooh.
So I just need to actually like do that instead of like go, I've had a long day at work. I'm just going to sit down and watch whatever it is I'm watching. Like at this point, like I said, the British Empire, you know, but the one benefit is I don't like that show enough to binge it.
Ah, because the character is so annoying.
Well, it's not just that, but like the humor is even like drier than most British comedy. And I like dry humor. That's why I love British comedy. But like, this is a little too dry even for me most of the time.
That's funny.
So what I think I need to do is actually starting tomorrow, I'm going to sit down at 4 p.m. after I'm done with work. And I'm going to get on my computer, whether it's this one or my laptop, and I'm going to write for an hour. And if and by that I mean like I'm going to like, cuz like I said, if I'm going to pick up, depends on what I'm going to do. If I pick up the sci-fi series, I need to start from the beginning and start weaving in this other stuff. So somewhat writing but also somewhat just going through it.
Mm-hmm.
The other option being that I pick up where the vinyl ends again, which is finishing the second draft. The third option is picking up a whole new contemporary romance, and that will be just constant writing for that. So maybe that's the goal I need to set for myself for next stream, is maybe not every single day, but at least 2 to 3 times a week to kind of ease myself into the writing every single day for an hour.
Yeah.
If I could build into that, and if I mean, for God's sakes, an hour, that's all I'm asking of myself.
That's easy enough.
It's got to be. So if I can ease my way into it. So maybe what I should do by next stream, I think my goal should definitely be like have written at least once a week for an hour. I think that would be a good one. Your goal is survive work.
It is my goal.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, if you need to put writing on hold until the new GM is there, and there's a chance that the new GM won't be in that position or comfortable yet by the time our next stream happens. I mean, that's realistic. Yeah. So
we'll see. Maybe I'll have my goal be finish an audiobook. It's creative-ish.
I mean, even more outlining. More
that's true.
More concept, more planning. I mean, that's probably something that, I mean, like you said, you daydream while you're not doing anything else. Your brain is working in that way, so I mean, anything works. And I mean, at this point, I think both of us are experiencing some form of burnout right now, and that's really unfortunate.
Yeah. At least I get paid extra for this burnout.
There is that. You get some extra money for that, which is nice.
Yay! I spit some of it already, but
I'm getting
worth
no extra
it.
money for my burnout. I mean, I got a pay raise, but that's about it.
Hey, at least you got a pay raise, right?
It wasn't enough for cost of living. But when is it ever?
I just, I just reread what I wrote for your goal.
They should be. Oh, wait. I was looking at the wrong line. Have written at least once a week every.
I don't think that maths out. I'm not very smart, but I don't think that works.
Yeah, I think you got to change that.
Hour every week.
Yeah, at least 1 hour every week. And if I write more, great. If I can actually build myself up to writing it every single day, amazing. But I am not gonna I want to set achievable, our rules for our goals. It needs to be achievable.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I think I would be setting myself up for a failure if I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do this every single day for 1 hour starting tomorrow. Like, no,
Yeah.
that doesn't
gotta
work.
Gotta make it a habit.
Right. So if I can get, if I can get into the habit of doing it at least once a week for the next few weeks, then I can up that to maybe 3 times a week. I think that would be much more achievable to get to 3 times a week, and then eventually build up to 5 times a week, and then build that up to 7 times a week, and then be writing every single day. Or do I, allow myself the weekends still? And so I only build myself up to 5 days a week. So, then the weekends are just relaxing, except for these live streams, which are fine. They're not stressing me out. You stress me out.
I stress everybody out.
I don't know.
That's my goal.
But that's what's so frustrating is both you and I work full time at jobs that we have, positions of power in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even if you weren't the interim GM, you still are in a position of power. I think it stressed you out a lot less with your other position. So once you're back settled into that position, I think you're going to be a lot happier and a lot more stress-free.
Yeah, because the upside is I do all my stuff. GM does their stuff.
Mhm.
But now I'm doing the job of 2 people. Like the old GM did say, hey, make sure you don't, do everything. And it's like, I'm
Yeah.
not, but it's still a lot of stuff to do.
You're still doing more than you should be doing. And that's what's, unfortunate. And so, like I said, I think we're both experiencing burnout with our normal lives outside of, this. But
Yep.
I don't know. It's tough to
It's hard to do things when all you want to do is crawl in bed and watch Bluey.
I mean, I don't want to crawl in bed and watch Bluey, but that's fine. I want to enjoy the British Empire. At some point, maybe I'll start enjoying it. We'll see.
Well, how many
I mean, I
episodes
like it.
is
It's
it?
fine. I mean, it's not terrible. I don't know how many episodes there are.
You don't know off the top of your head.
I don't. How many? Oop, that's not how you spell how at all.
How
many episodes are there of One Piece? Jesus Christ.
Is that what the oh, now I kind of want to see what it would do for me.
When's the last one? 52. There's 52 episodes.
Are yep. That's funny.
I'm glad it did it for you too, because that's quite triggering for me. But
yeah.
Why did Never mind. I don't want to read that. I was going to say, why did the British Empire end was a question that I was watching, and then I saw something about died, and I was like, never mind.
Back out.
Spoil myself for whatever is going to happen. Wait, does Gordon die? Because that's the only way I want this series to ever end. It's also how
I don't mind spoilers. I kind of want to know.
That's also how I want the UK version of Ghosts to end, because that's also done. And they specifically came out to say that they were ending it, not like they were going to do one last season. And oh God, did you look it up? I did look it up.
I had to know.
You don't even know the show.
I don't even know the show, which is why I was fine with looking it up.
But that's also how I want UK Ghosts to end. I want the two main characters to die and spend the rest of their afterlife with their ghost friends in the house.
Aw,
That's how I want
cute.
that's how I want it to end. And I know it's already ended, and I'm trying really hard to stay away from spoilers for how it's ended because my mom and I are currently watching it. And like I bought the whole series on DVD. You're gonna look that up, aren't you? Because I know they ended it. You know what I mean? Like when the UK ends shit, they end it. You know what I mean?
Which
Like,
is good.
Yeah.
It makes me happy because like they usually let it end instead of going, oh, it's canceled. Have fun with the cliffhanger.
Well, and sometimes the UK does that too, where they'll, like Red Dwarf, for example. I mean, maybe at some point I'll show you like how they ended Red Dwarf for like 5 years. But the problem was, and they didn't intend for that to happen, but the two creators like split up. And so they had to figure out who got custody. And it's funny, the actors talk about it. Like I've seen the actors talk about it like it was a divorce and they were the kids, like in the middle of a custody battle. And so one of them Doug Naylor ended up with Red Dwarf. And so he then finally was able to continue it. But it was like I can't even remember how many years.
It's funny. I'm not getting a solid answer with the Ghost UK like I did the other one. It's all like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, yeah. So series 6 of Red Dwarf aired October 3rd or October 7th of 1993. That was the first episode airing of the 6th season of Red Dwarf. The 7th didn't come out until January 17th of 1997.
Wow.
Yeah. And there was a cliffhanger at the end of 6. Like a
Of
full-on cliffhanger at the end of 6. And then it also and then after 8 in 1999, it took another break for 10 years. So, but there wasn't a cliffhanger. I mean, I guess it kind of was a cliffhanger at the end of 8, but they made it kind of clear that it possibly was ending. They were possibly not going to make any more. But hopefully there's more now because they still haven't like ended it. Like it's not done. Like they haven't ended it. But then I got caught up in litigation again between the two creators. The other creator came back and was like, yo, I want a piece of Red Dwarf since it's still so popular.
Of course.
And so I got caught up in litigation again. And now they have like some weird joint custody of it or something. I don't even know, but
that's fun.
Hopefully it comes back. But yeah, anyway, so I think that's what I need to do is I just need to really focus on getting myself in a position where, I'm building that habit of writing once, at least an hour every single day.
Yeah.
Because like an hour out of my whole day does not seem like it should be that difficult to accomplish.
No, it seems pretty straightforward, really.
Yeah. I mean, at a point where you can start writing again, do you think that there would be like a similar goal you can set for yourself once you
I
start
think
writing again?
the maximum would be like a 3 times a week sort of thing, just because there's so much to do and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, yeah, I could totally see that happening.
Yeah. I mean, the other downside too is I've got my dog who's also very like needy. So I would have to like not be down here. So I couldn't write on this computer. It'd have to be on my laptop. And I don't know where my laptop charger is.
You still haven't found it?
No. The laptop charger I brought to Texas was absolutely not my work laptop charger.
Oh, definitely not. No, you just borrowed mine, right?
I borrowed one that worked with my laptop. That had nothing to do with work.
Yep. Why is this not sending?
I don't know.
I got logged out of a thing, and now it won't do the thing.
Nobody's come
Rude.
to our stream to talk to us. None of our regular people have come to talk to us. This is the first stream ever that we've not had comments to chat with. It feels really weird.
There,
that feels better.
That person looks familiar.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just feeling really. I think also because like I'm in a position too where I'm also thinking about like my move and trying to like start that process. And
yeah,
that's also stressing me out because I keep buying stuff. I need to stop buying things because I need to pack them. But I think that will stop me from buying shit though. Will be because once I've packed up everything.
I mean, if you buy something from Amazon, it comes pre-packed.
Do not give me that. Do not. Do not. You're not allowed.
I am an enabler. I'm sorry.
You are not allowed to enable my spending problem. I mean, the one benefit, of course, is the fact that they stopped doing the lightning figures. So, like, there are no more lightning figures that I'm like, I need that lightning figure.
Which is a bummer, but, you know.
It is. But, I mean, at least I have 2 whole complete teams. You know, I've got the Mighty Morphin team. Well, technically 3. And I've got the In Space team. And then I also have my Psycho Rangers. Which is a complete team as well, except for I don't think they ever came out with green, but they did come out with silver. So. But silver was actually in the show, unlike green was just in the comics.
Boo.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know, man. I need to get my life together at the end of the day. I need to get my life together. And how do you get your life together when you can't even control your dog?
Magic?
I don't have any.
Oh. Well,
except for I have a tarot card. I have a tarot deck and I have a pendulum, but that's it. It's the only witchy stuff I have.
Well, it's something, right?
Yeah, I just need to get my shit together.
It's being a pain.
And I think that starts with me starting to pack, because if I can start getting my mind set to that, you know, but that's I think what's going to really help my perspectives too is when I do move and I get to set up a room as my creative room where I only go in there to be creative, you know. That's going to be a game changer for me too, I think, because the one thing that really helped with me setting up an office upstairs was I go in there and I'm in work mode.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have work to do. And so I'm going to get work done, you know, and that was such an eye-opening experience for me that I was like, oh, okay. So I need to then go and have a creative room. I need to have a place where I can go where my brain goes. The second I walk in there, my brain goes, I need to be creative now. Whether that be making a video, writing, playing The Sims. My mom brought up a good point that I was like, the only thing I'll be doing in there that's not a creative thing is The Sims. She's like, but The Sims is creative for you.
This is true.
You're creating a story. You know, you don't just mindlessly play. You cultivate story. And I was like, that's a good point.
This is very true.
Because I can play it on my laptop, but I don't want to play The Sims on my laptop. And my current laptop, I don't think can honestly handle The Sims. I need to uninstall it.
Does it do the every time you load it up?
Yes. I haven't loaded The Sims up on my laptop in a long time, but my laptop runs so freaking slowly. I feel like I just need to uninstall it. I think it's just taking up way too much space on my hard drive.
Yeah, it's a chunky little guy. It holds a lot.
The Sims?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your gay cow just did not like that statement.
Nope. It's like abandon. Like, why you don't like? We're
But
more of
yeah,
a Minecraft person here.
I know. But yeah, so I think once I have that room set up too, because that's gonna be the first room that I fully design too, because like I'm gonna
Ooh.
slowly make my way through the house and design. I mean, I'm hopefully gonna have the whole house painted before I start doing anything.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go room by room and focus on that, like getting new furniture and making it exactly how I want it and stuff. So I don't know. I just need to get my shit together. And I think maybe packing will start making me feel better about stuff. I don't know. I think it's also a mental health thing for me right now.
Yeah, because then it's like you're just kind of stuck in a spot, and it's like I got all these things to do, and I don't want to do
Yeah.
any of them. It's just one of those.
Yeah. And I think that's an ADHD thing too, isn't it? Like
Mm-hmm.
that executive functioning where it's like there's so much to do, so I can't do anything. So now I just need to be paralyzed on the couch all day. I think that's why I disappear into The Sims for hours on end, is because
Mm-hmm.
like my executive functioning just dissipates. So I feel like maybe that's what I do. Maybe that's what I need to focus on. Like I said at the end of the stream, I think I told you this privately before we started the stream, that maybe after the stream I'll actually start packing.
Yeah.
I'm also trying to force myself to do certain things by making it content. It's just not working for writing this book.
You know what? This will work for everything.
No, but I did decide I'm going to do a moving vlog. So I'm going to, make that a thing. And so I
There
just
you
need to
go.
get my crap together. I filmed like the first part of it last night. I may or may not have had a little too much to drink at that point. I mean, I was not drunk. I was at the same level of intoxicated that I was when I made that unboxing for Book of the Month on my TikTok.
Oh, that's not that bad.
No. But that's why I was like, when I rewatched it after I filmed it, I was like, why did I just sound like I'm so weird? Like I sound so weird in that video, but I think it's because I was slightly intoxicated. I was buzzed. I was definitely buzzed. I was
You had
definitely
a little
feeling
fun.
stuff. I had one extra glass of wine last night.
Oh.
Hey, let me live my life.
Go for it.
Hey, you drink soda, that is your thing. I drink wine, that is my thing.
Exactly.
And neither are bad, both are morally neutral, but they are the things that we enjoy doing.
Exactly. Just wish it wasn't so expensive now.
Yeah, I drink alcohol. You drink soda.
Have you? Okay, so I've gotten so used to drinking the fountain drinks up at work, because that's how I get most of my free Dr. Pepper now.
Yeah.
That I can't drink the canned Dr. Pepper anymore. It has that funny aluminum taste. So I have to buy the bottles, which of course are expensive.
And
It's
terrible
like,
for the planet.
exactly. It's like I feel bad.
And that's what's so funny is I at one point was able to start drinking glass bottle soda back when I was drinking soda, because I did drink
Ooh.
soda when I was a teenager. I drank a lot of soda when I was a teenager, which is why I
Mhm.
laughed when a dentist asked me in my early 20s, have you ever had sugar a day in your life? And I was like, I used to fall asleep by drinking 6 cans of Mountain Dew and having a like caffeine crash. Yes, I have had sugar. Um and then I wonder why my body was like, yeah, no more caffeine. You can't do that anymore. Like, I wonder why.
Hmm. Yeah,
um,
I can't do Mountain Dew anymore. I'll get
I
like like the new flavors, and then we'll like all try it in the family, and maybe
mhm.
somebody will like it, but it doesn't all get drank. So
Yeah, I tried going back to Mountain Dew at one point before I had to give up on caffeine completely. And
yeah.
not only did the caffeine affect me so negatively, but like at the same time, it doesn't taste good to me, like at all. The only kind of sodas I like are lemon lime sodas now. I mean, to be
Mhm.
fair, there's so few I can drink because I can't have caffeine.
Yeah.
But like lemon lime is the only kind of soda. Like I don't like ginger ale. I don't like root beer. I don't like any of that. The only thing I like
I love root
is
beer.
lemon lime. I used to love things like orange soda because Keenan and Kel, which at least of that I can still like, even though Dan and I were sort of involved. I can still like that because Keenan said it was okay. But yeah, and so like I had a big thing with orange soda. Anyway, I used to drink a lot of soda. I don't remember where I was going with that, but I used to drink a lot of soda. Oh, I would drink it out of glass bottles. I think that's what made me stop drinking soda altogether, was because I can't handle the taste of aluminum or plastic with soda. Like I can't handle either one. Like it's gross. That's why fountain sodas are the only ones I'm like that don't make me like go.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I could go back to what I did before COVID, which was wean myself off of it, and then I don't have any. But like, I
But
don't
if you
know.
enjoy it,
Yeah, and I think that's why I went back to it too, because it's like 5 or 6 days out of the week I get it for free. So
yeah. Have you ever thought about the possibility of if this would be like financially beneficial for you to do like a Sam's Club or like a Costco membership?
we have it.
Oh, you do? Because I was saying,
Yeah,
because you
but
can buy stuff in bulk there.
it's the cans though.
That's it. They don't have the bottles in bulk. I don't have either one. My parents have a Costco one, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
we
need
got the
it.
Sam's one, and it's the cans. It's like a
Okay.
18-24 pack, and it's cans of soda. So
Got it. Okay. I'm gonna say because like
yeah.
for me, I don't find the value in it personally because there's nothing that I need in bulk necessarily.
Mhm.
You know, being just
Yeah.
a single human, I don't see anything that I personally need in bulk. I mean, it'd be nice to be, bulked up in like toilet paper,
Yeah.
but that's about
That's
it.
really, yeah. Because it's like I do sometimes like the chips or like little fruit snack things because they'll have like the bulk boxes of like cookie individually packaged stuff and whatnot. So that I do get occasionally. But yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
cans.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Right? Otherwise I
That's
would.
silly to me. They
Mhm.
would just do cans, but I suppose because it's more cost effective. I don't know.
It's probably cheaper for them too, because like you can stack those, whereas the bottle ones you can't really stack very well, and everything's
Right.
on pallets of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know, man. It's weird. But I don't know. Yeah, I everything's expensive. Anything you enjoy is expensive these days.
Everything I enjoy is expensive. I have no cheap hobby.
I spent over $100 at Petco yesterday.
What all did you get?
Dog food,
Oh,
a
good
bully
gravy.
stick, and crickets.
Was most of that the dog food?
Yes. Dog food is so expensive these
Yeah.
days. So
Yeah.
expensive. And I can't justify with all of the, I mean, having worked in the industry for as long as I did and knowing all of the recalls and shit, I can't go back to grocery store brands. I mean, I know the grocery store brands
Yeah.
are still affordable and it's perfectly fine. I would never tell somebody, how dare you feed your dog a grocery store brand when that's all somebody can afford. As long as you're, just like in a baby, fed is best, right? I'm not gonna sit
Mhm.
there and judge it, but like because I can't afford it, I just struggle knowing the recall history of some of those brands and
Yeah.
why they were recalled. Like,
Yeah.
because I mean that was literally my job for a while, and knowing that I just can't go back to grocery store brands.
Yeah.
To be fair, there are some non-grocery store brands like Blue that I will never touch. So,
Within reason, of course.
well, I will touch the bag when I'm at the store.
To move it out of your way.
No, I did get their wild cuts and their biscuits for a long time because they were the only like real good grain-free options that I had when I had Cosmo.
Oh.
But now that I'm not limited to grain-free, I could move away from both of those.
Yay. That's good.
Yeah. So
My phone's being
that's
weird. I finally got all the text messages that I was trying to get to like re-log into something, and they just everything sent at once. It's like that's fine.
Love that.
I'm not buying a new phone.
Yeah. That's what's so shitty is I know I'm going to need a new phone eventually because mine is just losing it. Mine does not have a good charge anymore. It is getting real laggy.
Yeah. I mean, you know, so long as you're not buying one every single year,
Yeah.
it's fine.
And I don't. I use a phone until it's dying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that person. I'm not they have the brand new phone and I need it even though I just bought this 3 months ago.
Yeah, I don't get that because
I'm
like
not
they're so
that person.
expensive, and it's like you haven't finished paying off this one. Although I
Yeah.
say that I did buy a new car, so
But that's
but
different.
it's different, and it was cost effective because I'm not spending as much on gas, and it's more comfortable to drive.
Yeah. But I'm also the kind of person that will run their car into the ground too. My car is now
Usually
11 years old, so
usually I don't like buy before I've like finished paying off the car, so it was really weird like how this one turned out.
yeah. Yeah. With me, like I finished paying off my car. My car is fully paid for, so I own it. I don't have a car payment anymore. And I know what I'm going to get next. I made that decision actually the other day.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to get. And it's actually not terribly expensive.
Ooh.
I should ask you like off chat, obviously off this, public platform, some questions because I'm curious because I've never like personally purchased a new car ever. So, and it's going to be a new car or maybe a lease return. I don't know. One of the two.
Quoting my parents, don't buy a new car.
Yeah. New cars, I mean, they lose value by like $10,000 a second. You just
Yeah,
drive them
like
off the lot.
as soon as you buy it, that sucker
But here's
is
the
not.
thing, cars are unless you get a classic, which is why I'll always keep my vehicle because I do feel like my vehicle will be a classic eventually because it's just that unique of a vehicle.
Hmm.
I think the Soul, the Cube, and the Scion XD are both going to be, or all three of them are going to be considered classics somewhere down the line.
Well, I
So I'm
mean,
going to keep my Kia.
technically, they reach a certain age. I forget. I think it's like
Well, yeah, I think it's 20
30
or 30
years.
years, something like that. My dad explained to me at
Yeah.
one point because his Camaro had reached classic. But you know when I'm talking about like classic
Yeah,
cars,
like the
you know,
car.
right? Like the DeLorean or, those kinds of vehicles where,
Yeah.
people are like, oh, that's a cool car and where it actually raises in value,
Yeah.
you know? But a car is not an investment. And that's what people need to like fully understand is like cars are not an investment.
No, they're not. They're not like houses and stuff.
No, they don't raise in value unless you end up with a vehicle that increases in value somehow because it becomes a classic car, like,
Yeah.
or it's, a line that people love, like Corvettes or Mustangs, things like that.
The diehard fans.
Right. But the next vehicle I'm going to get is going to be a hybrid. That much I know.
That's smart. That's very smart.
Yeah. I've been thinking for a long, long time I want to get a hybrid because they're the best way if you're going to have an individual vehicle. And I know there's going to be a lot of people who are like EVs. I'm like, nope, don't get me started on EVs.
Currently, they are not as great as everybody says.
They are not. They are not. And people don't do the research on it. If you're going to have an individual vehicle, the best way to help the environment if you're going to have an individual vehicle is to have a hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is with EVs, you are looking at a lot more electricity being used.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what to do with the freaking battery. We don't know what to do with the battery in the hybrids either, but because it's the same electrical battery, but you're less likely for that to go down if it's only being used part-time.
Yeah.
There's so much that like I did the research on recently-ish, like in the last 5-6 years. So, but people get on a gravy train because, humans are, we're a herding animal.
Yep.
And people don't understand that that's how we get mob mentality the way we do. It's because we're a herding animal. That's why we keep pets and treat them like our children.
Our little fur babies.
Right, Nova? No, just jerked awake. Like, what? What are you talking about? Anyway, that's my soapbox for the day, I guess. Don't buy electric vehicles yet, kids. We don't know what to do with the batteries. And you're giving, and most of the time, I mean, because most of the time when people are getting an electric vehicle, they're not getting like the Leaf. They're getting a Tesla. Don't give Elon Musk any more money.
Stop it. The amount of times I've seen Teslas.
Oh my God, it's so often. Did you see the Cybertruck is getting recalled though? Every single model is getting recalled of the Cybertruck.
I saw that because of the little plastic on the pedal.
Yeah.
Like, really? You're defeated by plastic. I think that's hilarious. Which I'm fine. Like that the Cybertruck has so many issues to begin with. Like,
I mean, the Cybertruck is a very strange
it
thing.
is so weird. It's like the windshield I saw, like it's not actually unbreakable like they claim. And since it's so massive and stuff, it costs you an arm and a leg to fix it.
And can you imagine the windshield wiper breaking? It's the largest windshield wiper, and nobody's going to ever have it in stock. You're going to have to go to a Tesla place to get it done.
The fact that it's one wiper doing like this whole like
one for the world's largest pane of glass for, you know, like our windshield, right? The largest one. It's ridiculous.
We had one when we had the old school, old antique model sort of cars. Why are we going back to that? The windshields are too big now.
I don't know, man. So yeah, I don't know. I found it absolutely hilarious that the Cybertruck got recalled. But yeah, don't buy electric vehicles, kids.
Don't do it. It's a twat.
Electric vehicles.
It's a twat.
And if you do, don't get a Tesla. I know they look cool, but like, don't get a Tesla. The Cybertruck doesn't look cool. Don't get me wrong, Cybertruck not cool. But gull wings or whatever you call them on their freaking SUV. Are you kidding? I want one so bad, but I know I'm not going to give Elon Musk any money.
I just think it's weird because, like, how do you? I don't know. The only one I would want is Toyota has one. It's called the Crown. It's pretty cool looking. So, but I'm gonna stick with this car until it dies on me. So,
yeah. I'm gonna stick with mine, not until it dies on me, because like I said, I want to be able to keep it workable, just in case on the off chance that at some point it does become a classic and does increase in value at some point, and then I can sell it to a collector and then, you know, make some, you know, probably not like make $100,000 on it,
free money,
but make at least something on it, you know. So I do plan on that at the very least, but I want it to be somewhat workable just in case I need it to, you know, because then that turns into then if my vehicle needs to get, you know, some work done, I have another vehicle and don't need to get a rental, you know. So I do want it to be workable, but I don't know. It's at 150,000 miles. I'm kind of getting nervous about it. Hoping it holds out until I'm out of credit card debt. Once I'm out of credit card debt, I'll feel better about the idea of a car payment again.
Yeah, that makes sense because then you won't have all the other stuff to be paying for.
Yeah. Real estate. I'm still digging myself out of the debt that I put myself in during real estate. Still digging myself out.
I mean, I'm still paying off my debt from like the thyroid surgery and then the all that anime and manga that I bought way back when. Yeah, so it's whoops.
Thought I was hearing noises upstairs, but I think everything's okay.
Fee fi fo fum.
I was thinking I was going to have to go upstairs and figure out what was going on, but I think everything's fine. I think my parents are watching NASCAR. My mom's getting a little too excited about it.
Oh my gosh, the cars, they're going left.
My mom really gets into sports. And for some reason, they're into NASCAR now. So for a long time in my childhood, they were into baseball. Then they were really into football because my best friend's mom is really into football. And there is no other way to be when you're best friends with Nikki.
This is true.
That's why I'm as into football as I am. I don't think I would still be into football as much as I am if it weren't for her. And now they're into NASCAR. So I don't know. It's a weird, I don't know.
It's interesting. I mean, I
Yeah.
went through my like racing car phase, but I didn't actually get a chance to like watch any before it fizzled out. So
I don't know. All I know is my driver is Kozlowski. And the only reason that is because one race, he was driving the King's Hawaiian sweetbread, like the car, like he like that they were sponsoring
Mhm.
him in that race. So his car had, King's Hawaiian, and I love that bread. So I was like, that's my driver. And my dad's like, that's what you're picking it off of. And I was like, yeah.
Why not? That's half
Last
the
driver
fun.
last driver I liked was because he was in a massive crash and he survived. I'm like, well, that's my favorite driver. He's like, yeah, I never drove again. I was like, doesn't matter. And my favorite driver before that was when my grandpa was still alive and his favorite driver. And it was his favorite driver, so it was my favorite driver. Jeff Gordon.
Of course it was.
Yes.
That's funny.
So yeah. So Kozlowski is now my favorite NASCAR driver. That's all I've got for you. I know nothing about the man. He's 40.
Ha! You can't say you know nothing.
Okay. He's 40.
You know his age and his name.
I don't know his first name.
Well, you know part of his name.
And I'm not even entirely sure if that's the correct last name either. All I know is he came in. He did come in third, I think, last week. So,
Ooh,
yeah, I know
he does
nothing.
great.
I literally will just pick it up with my parents whenever they're watching it, and I go up into their unit, and I'll just like go up there and like, oh, you're watching racing. I'll sit down, and be like, there's my driver.
That's funny.
That's it.
That is a funny.
Yeah. And then Jeff Gordon will come on because he's an announcer now, and he'll come on and be like, there's my real driver.
It's like me with football. If ever I watch it live and Troy Aikman is doing his commentary, I'm like, that's my quarterback. I miss you.
Yeah. That was back when the Cowboys were good.
Yeah. Oh, well. Now I root for the Texans just for giggles.
I got to think that's a pretty big no-no.
It doesn't make as many people grumpy as you think, and I think it's because the Cowboys aren't doing so well right now. And the Texans were doing pretty decent last I saw, so.
Got you. Because I would have always wondered what that would be like if you were in a state with two different teams. Because I've never lived that life.
I think
My
if I
state's not
lived
big enough for that.
if I lived like in Dallas, where the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, even though the stadium's in Arlington now, I feel like they would very frown upon me being a fan of the Texans.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Because it's like you're in like that domain. It's like, how dare you be the fan of the inferior team? Blah 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 blah.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know, because like my state has never had multiple teams for one sport, unless it's like, because like we've got a WNBA team, you know what I mean, but in a guy's NBA team, you know what I mean, but like, so we've got two basketball teams, but they don't play each other.
Yeah, I was
We're
about
in
to
the same
say, I don't
league.
think it's
That
not
doesn't
quite the
count.
same.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
saw
count.
a map. I did not realize how few teams there were for WNBA until I saw like the map of it, and I was like,
Don't tell me that, because that's like our only team that does well. Don't be. You should be like, there are like 800 different teams that play for the WNBA. 800.
There's
and
like
you know
50.
What? The Lynx are one of the best ones. It's like our only
I mean,
team that does well. Somehow the women have it right in the state and the men don't. I mean, isn't that true for most things?
This is very true.
I think we have another women's team. Professional team.
Oh, that's cool. Oh wait, no, it's Dallas.
I don't remember.
Dallas has the wings. They've got like a Pegasus. That's cool. Go Wings. There's one called Sky. But it looks like a skyline. I'm very confused. Teams are confusing. Well, at least you're not in Alaska. They have to share the WNBA team from Seattle. That's kind of funny to me.
Yeah, so we have the Twins, the Wild, the Saints, but they don't count because they're not like MLB. They're a baseball team, and they're partially owned by Bill Murray. So sometimes if you go to a Saints game, you'll just randomly run into Bill Murray.
That's cool.
Oh, don't bring up the Lakers, the Minneapolis Lakers. They moved to Los Angeles and never changed their dang name.
What?
That's why they're called the LA Lakers, because they used to be here.
That is so funny.
If nobody, fun facts with Brit. They just didn't change their dang name. The Vikings, the Timberwolves.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Whitecaps.
Yeah, no, the Texans were originally the Oilers from Tennessee.
Yeah. And and they also have the North Stars listed here too. Because again, they went to Dallas. And at least they renamed themselves to the Stars. They took out the word North because there's nothing north about Texas.
No, we're
Dallas even though Dallas is in North Texas.
Yeah, well, that's because, the state's so big, we have to have a north, east, south, west. That way, oh no, East Texas. Oh no, West Texas. Oh
We
no.
do that here too. I
we'll
live in
see.
southern Minnesota, but it's just like northern Minnesota, central Minnesota, and southern Minnesota. Like that's as far as it goes. I lived in northern Minnesota. That's why I laugh whenever people are like, I'm going up north. I'm like, ooh, where are you going up north? Thinking they're going to say like where I grew up in the Prairie Lakes area, or like up to Duluth, or like, Boundary Waters, whatever. Boundary Waters are right at the base of Canada.
Oh,
and they'll be like, I'm going to Coon Rapids. And I'm like, that is not up north, friend. That is still southern Minnesota. That's not even central Minnesota. That's still part of the Twin Cities. Calm down. Jeez, these people.
That's funny.
Yeah. I laugh at the people in the Twin Cities because they're always like, oh, that's like 10 miles away. I'm not going that far. And I'm like, I drove 25 miles to school every day when I was a kid. Like, relax.
There's a person in the chat, and it's not me.
Hey, it's Dylan. Finally made it to the stream.
Oh, look at the time. It's time to...
And with that, thank you everyone for joining our stream today. I hope you all enjoyed. Oh. So, Dylan, this is now a sports channel.
I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
We're now talking about sports.
I'm doing my best.
Sports. No, it started with my hearing you're on a late lunch. Well then, we're glad you're here. But no, it started because I heard like something going on upstairs, but I think it was just my mom getting a little too excited about NASCAR.
Oh, that's right. And then that started the whole thing.
Is NASCAR actually happening right now? Because that's going to be my next question.
What sports is playing right now?
NASCAR today. Oh yeah, today at 2 p.m. Talladega Super Speedway. It's the Geico 500. Let's see. Where is my favorite driver? Is he even driving? Because that would be really funny. Oh, there he is. He's in 20th place.
Woohoo.
Keselowski. Found him. What kind of car is he driving today?
What's his first name?
Brad. And he's 40. He's from Michigan.
Dylan.
Yeah. But like I'm also a straight woman, so you'd think that also doesn't work for me. But like I like sports. Sports are fun.
Sports are fun sometimes.
So Brad Keselowski, if you ever come across a stream and are able to get 2 hours in, that is farther in than Chris Berry had to get. Hey, what's up? You got farther than Chris Berry. I'm so proud of you.
Good job. I mean, I feel like anybody who could do a NASCAR race, like they've got.
That's the one thing I can't handle. It's just watching cars go around a thing.
Left, straight, left, straight, left, straight.
Last week they were at the one that you drove us by.
Oh, the Texas Motor Speedway?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they were. It was really funny
Oh.
because I saw Texas, like I saw Texas stuff, and I was like, "They're in Texas? We're in Texas." Dad's like, "The Dallas area," and I was like, "Oh my god, Kay drove me by there."
We did.
I got so excited. And he's like, "They drove you by the race." I'm like, "No, it's not like they were like, oh, here's our raceway. We just happened to drive by it."
It was just conveniently placed by the Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Oh my god, I got so excited when I found out that where they were. I was like, "Yes, I know that place."
I was very tempted. They had a thing at the Texas Motor Speedway where you could pay an admission and pick a sports car to drive on the Texas Motor Speedway, and I was very close to doing it because I think that'd be really fun.
Closest I ever did was design a car to take on a test track, where I got to like do all the different testing with the car that I built.
Ooh.
It was called Test Track. It's at Epcot at Disney World, and it's not real, but I mean, it's just a ride. But you get to design your car, which is really kind of
That's
fun.
still fun, yeah.
Yeah.
That is cool.
But I mean, like, you get into the same kind of cart as everybody else, but like, you get to like design like how well it stops, how well it steers, how well, how fast it goes and stuff. And then it actually like does that stuff during the test track.
Cool.
It is kind of fun. So every time you do it, it's slightly different. The track is all the same, but like the speed or the way the car moves and all that stuff, that's all like, it's all slightly different. It's really kind of fun. I like it. It's mostly for the kids, but I mean, the ride's a thrill ride, but the like designing part is more or less the fun thing for the kids to do.
Of course.
Or the kids at heart, like me. Let's see. Where are my parents' drivers? Oh, there's my dad's driver that he hates.
How well they doing?
He's in 12th place right now. Oh, mom's favorite driver is in 17th. Oh, nope. Just got overpassed and now is in 19th.
Aw. Cars are fun. I love cars.
Or Byron. Oh, and Blaney, my dad's favorite driver, is at 28th.
Aw. Who's in first?
First, a guy by the name of D. Hamlin.
D. Hamlin.
Yeah, he drives a Toyota and he's number 11.
Oh, well, I like him already.
Perfect. I'll let my parents know that that's your driver.
I've already forgotten his name.
Cars are so, I think you just said that one earlier, but I just saw it. Cars are so interesting.
I love cars so much.
There's something I'm trying to find out, but I don't remember what it is, but I don't remember what it is. So I'm just going to stop looking at that now.
Oh, okay.
There was something I was going to look up, but I don't remember.
Oh, weren't you going to see like what your driver was driving?
Oh, yeah. What kind of car my driver was driving?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd have to look at him today. I don't remember. Well, I think I can figure it out. Where is he? Where are you? There you are. 25th place now.
Oh, no.
And then I'm just going to go Hawaiian. King's
Those left
Hawaiian.
turns.
Which, see, that's such a, it's, I don't know. It made me happy. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what he's driving today. I should ask my parents. He's in car number 6. That's all I know. Van Gogh.
Van Gogh is very interested in this.
Okay. RFK Racing. Maybe you'll have the information I'm looking for.
Oh, no, Van Gogh. Oh, no, Van Gogh. There we
go. King's Hawaiian was founded more than 70 years ago.
More than how many years ago?
70.
It's older than me.
Older than my parents.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of car he's driving. I'll have to ask my parents later.
Dylan.
We were talking about regular cars even earlier than that, but that was more or less me going on a soapbox going, don't buy electric vehicles. Buy hybrids if you're going to buy something that you want to help the government. Why would that help my mouth? Don't help the government. That helps the planet. You don't want to help the government. Not even a little.
They don't help you, so why should you help them?
I'm going to help the government by voting for the right person this November. And really, that's just helping the people by voting for that correct person.
The people.
I'm not splitting the vote.
Kabam. Oh
Anyway.
no, there's only 15 left. Ah.
I'm so surprised my dog has been allowing me to do this live stream without getting all cranky that he has to be in his crate for it.
Maybe he's just waiting to annoy you later. This is true, Dylan.
Help the planet by existing.
Aw, yeah.
You do help the planet by existing. You existing makes my planet happier. Or my existence on the planet happier. I have a whole planet. I have a whole planet.
Oh yeah, well I have a whole galaxy.
Hey, I did create a planet.
This is true.
I did create a planet.
I created a galaxy. I am never going there, but I created one.
Yeah, your galaxy sounds pretty awful.
It is awful.
Your galaxy sounds atrocious.
You know the what is it, like 1,000 Ways to Die or whatever? Anyway, yeah. It's like that personified.
Yeah, pretty much. I wouldn't want to be there. So nobody wants to be there. Be square. I'd rather be square. call me SpongeBob SquarePants because I will be super square. But even that's not so great right now because can't have anything nice.
We can't have anything nice.
And it all stems to Nickelodeon right now, doesn't it? Look at that. It all stems down to Nickelodeon because the reason we can't like SpongeBob SquarePants is also Nickelodeon, but the reason we can't like SpongeBob SquarePants, actually it all boils down to Dan Schneider.
Yeah, but they enabled him, so.
They did. And yes, they did.
I can feel that. Oh, I could do that. Except I won't read. I'll audiobook.
I need to pack my crap up. So next live stream, the stuff back here, it won't be there anymore. That'll all be packed up, except for I'm keeping everything up on my walls for now because I don't want to take my art down because I have too much art already piled up on stuff. I just don't need any more until I'm actually moving.
Logical.
Yeah. So all that stuff will be gone. All the stuff over here will be gone. Everything. If I don't need it in the next couple months, it's going away.
Oh no.
It's going into boxes.
Box it up.
It's going into boxes my whole life.
Box it
the
up.
Last 15 years of my life. 16 years of my life. 15 years of my life? How old would Cosmo have been this year? 16, 15 years of my life. Last 15 years of my life.
Excuse me.
That's how I know how long I've lived here, is because Cosmo was a year old when I moved here.
Oh, that's convenient.
So if I can remember how old Cosmo was going to be, Cosmo would have been 16 this year. So
old enough to drive.
He would have been like, car? No. I don't like cars.
Cars, no.
He was like Dylan. He thinks about car. You think about cars, and his mind goes, "What's going on?" Or I don't know what's going on. Actually, his was more like, I don't like cars. He was very stressed out by cars. He didn't like getting in them. He didn't like when they moved.
Like big fat nope, thank you.
Yeah. Apollo is like, let's just get in this car. Like we'll go on a walk,
Mhm.
Apollo and I'll go on a walk, and he'll be like, he'll see a car just parked on the street. He'll be like, "Oh, this is the car we're getting in. Okay."
He's ready to go. Let's
And
go.
so he'll just walk up to the back seat of the car and be like, "Let's go."
He's like, "I like car rides. Let's go. Let's
And then
go."
he usually recognizes my vehicle. So he'll usually recognize where my car is, because my car has a very specific shape, right?
Mhm.
But sometimes he chooses another car. He's like, "No, I'd rather just drive in this car. Let's go in this one." So he'll go up to the back seat of another car. Someone was literally getting into the driver's seat of one, and he walked up to the driver's side back door, and he's like, "Let's go. This person's ready to go."
Let's go. Let's go. That's
I'm like,
funny.
"No, this is not our car." And the woman just laughed.
Bye, Dylan.
Love you, Dylan.
Thanks for being the only one who cared to stop by.
I know. This has been a very weird stream to have nobody to interact with except for each other.
Right? I
Oh,
wonder if it's because we had the initial one and then we had to postpone it.
yeah, and I don't think we ever made any kind of like
Not really, no.
announcement about it. So
Well, if they loved us enough, they would have been paying attention.
yeah, and I tried to do like the post like the day before, but I forgot to yesterday, which is why this morning was like, "We're doing that today, right?"
Yes.
So anyway, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should probably end the stream anyway, because I really should probably start packing.
You can start packing. I'll do whatever. Oh, I need to finish making the video for tomorrow.
What video?
My gaming video that you definitely totally watch all the time.
Every time.
Every time, all the time. You
I'm
love
the
that
first-
Minecraft.
I'm the first person to like it and share it and watch it all the way through, because I know what's going on with Minecraft. I understand Minecraft completely.
100%. You know what's going on.
But yeah, so thank you for watching this in the replay, I guess. There's nobody to actually say goodbye to this time, which is weird for us. But yeah, so thank you for joining us. And like I said, so next month, Kay is going to survive work, maybe do outline stuff. And I'm going to have at least written 1 hour once a week at the very least, if not more. But at least every single week, write 1 hour in a day, and hopefully build that into a good routine and habit. And then maybe, just maybe, I might actually get something accomplished this year.
Gasp.
So yeah, so thank you for joining us. And I'm just going to put this up. Bye.
Bye.